know the title might seem like it's a show-off thing, you know, I got myself a Rolex. I hate those things when I see them online, but unfortunately, that's what gets clicks, right? Unfortunately, that's what kids want to see these days. They want to see the Ferrari, the Rolex, the popping bottle, the big booty girl next to you, next to your car, you know, the Lexus, the BMWs, the Mercedes. That's what they want to see, unfortunately. I didn't want to make a video like this, but you know what? I'm really proud of myself, proud of what I've achieved in 2019, and I want to be able to communicate with you guys, for you guys to understand where I came from and why I'm so excited that I was able to achieve so many things in the past 10 years, but mostly in the past 5 years, because that's when I really decided to be an entrepreneur. And in those 5 years, I would have never imagined accomplishing all the stuff that I've done. And this little thing right here, you know, it's just a way for me to tell myself, you've done all these things and here's your reward. This is only motivation, because for me, my biggest commodity in life is time. I wish I had more time, and I wish I'd done things differently when I was younger. And maybe this message is gonna find someone that's in their teens, you know, maybe early 20s, and they can understand that the time that they have is so valuable at the moment where you're young. And I know we tell people, you know, entrepreneurship is for everyone. You can be 30, 40, 50, even 60. Some people made it at 60, 70. Doesn't really matter. But the point is, the truth is, the earlier you start, the sooner you can get whatever you want. And also, you have more energy, you have more time, you have less strings holding you back in order for you to do the things that you want to do. Example, if you get married, then you have your wife or your husband. If you have kids, then you have your kids to take care of, the whole family start, then the house, the cars, all of this come in between. It's really hard. But if you live at your parents' house and you're young and you have you know, stamina and energy, and you have brains in order to do the things that you want to do, then you'll be able to achieve things way faster than someone starting at 35 or 45. I don't really want to get into the age thing, but the reality is, the younger you are, the faster you can do things. And I hope that someone is listening to this message, and that's why I'm making this video, to be honest. You see, my mom, my dad, myself, and my older sister, we came to Canada when I was about seven or 8, and she was about 9 or 10. We struggled a lot. I mean, when we came in, my uncle was already here. He was kind of established because he came when he was really young. But my father, he didn't have any family except for my uncle, which is my mom's brother. And of course, they didn't have the greatest relationship. And my dad is a very proud man, so he doesn't like to get help from people. He didn't want to ask him for money, ask him for hookups or anything like that. He wanted to do the things that he achieved himself, to be proud of what he's done himself. And he's done very well for himself in Canada. My father told me the story when he came to Canada. He legit had $50 in his pocket. He had one pair of jeans, one pair of shoes. They were Nike shoes, Nike Air Max. All he had is hope and faith in God, and just making sure that he works hard in order to provide to us what we needed. Right away, he got an apartment. He didn't get, like most immigrants that come here, they get some sort of money from the government and all that. He didn't want to take any of that money. He wanted to earn the money to create a living for its family, a future for us, the kids, and making sure that we are not outcasted from this society. He always made sure that we never felt left out, even though we were, I would say, poor in the beginning. You see, our food was very basic. My mom and my dad, they knew how to save money. They knew how to make sure that every paychecks that they'd get, they split it in 3. One would be to pay the electricity, one would be to eat, and one would be to save. And that's how they did things. And you know, my mom too, she's a soldier. She's still a soldier. She worked really hard. She had to commute 2 hours on the way to work and 2 hours on the way back, taking 4 different buses, if I remember correctly. And we used to pick her up once a week on Fridays, and it was so exciting to go pick up my mom from work. I remember every week we would be excited on Fridays because my father would buy us ice cream or McDonald's or something special like that. For us, it was awesome. It's just so amazing to look back and see what my father and my mom did together. They both worked. They made sure they saved the proper amount of money. And if you forward 30 years in, my parents are both very well off in their life. My father has real estate, you know, he did a lot of deals here. He sold a lot of stuff, and he's invested a lot in Morocco, and now he's building his dream house. There's like 5-floor house. It's like this amazing complex building that he's building, and it's for them to retire. And he told me straight up, this is all for you. All that we've done is for you guys, for the kids, and to give you all the opportunities of the future. We've done all these things, and it's crazy because when you're young, when you're in your 20s, even worse when you're in your teens, you don't understand the value of parents. You don't understand how amazing they are for going out there every day and making sure that you eat properly, that you have the right clothes, that you're not outcasted from your friends. It's just unbelievable what my parents have done for us, and today I'm so grateful to look back and to see what they've done for me, and I understand what I have to do for my kids and to open up all these doors for my kids. And therefore it gave me the discipline, and it gave me the opportunity and also the motivation in order for me to do what I have to do in life in order to be successful in my own way, because being successful is very subjective to one another. I've designed my own goals, and every time I've achieved them, I was able to go up the ladder of goals and be like, okay, now that I've done this is what I have to do. And I keep on working every single day. I'm in my early 30s and I'm only starting. This is not even the beginning. I always say this is just a test phase of what I can do. Coming back to this watch right here, this watch for me represents what I have to go get for the future. It represents all the time in the last 10 years that I've spent doing a lot of studies, researches of what I'm gonna do in life. And funny enough, 10 years later, I still don't know exactly what I'm gonna do or how I'm gonna get to my goals. But the beauty is I don't stop working. I work every single day. I never stop. I never let go. And I study every day, and I try different stuff every day, and I do e-commerce, and I do, stores, and I do marketing, and I do anything that could make me some income. I will do it, and I will research, and I will work for it every single day. And as you can see from the background, I'm in a dry cleaner. That's my store. It's one of my 3 stores, and it's just crazy how things could go. 5 years ago, I left my job. It was a high paid job in pharmaceuticals. I left it in order to start this business, and 5 years later, we have a ton of clients that we love and that supports our businesses, and we have great employees that follow us, great loyal employees, and we're building this machine. And to be honest with you, every single day I change my mind. I mean, some days I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna continue with this, continue building it until I die pretty much. And some days I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna sell this and start something new, prove to myself that I'm able to start anything and make it a success story, because you have to have dedication and hard work in your soul in order to succeed in anything. That's the goal. That's the key. I mean, I've studied so many entrepreneurs, so many well-off entrepreneurs, people that made it. I'm talking about multi-million-dollar industries, billion-dollar industries, and every one of these guys and women, they have this thing. They will never stop. They have this discipline. It's just this fire in their soul for them never to stop and just continue testing new stuff. And that's what I'm doing. I'm taking all the different stuff that I've seen in my studies, so I'm talking about the habits, and I'm implementing that into my life. I know that the only way for someone to succeed is to look at other people that succeeded and try to mimic their habits. Now, it doesn't mean that you're going to succeed the same way, because life is a mystery. You never know what can happen tomorrow. You can lose your business, you can gain some business, you never know what you can have or what line of work you're going to be in. Maybe I'll be in a different industry next year. Who knows? I hope this motivates you. Motivation is just one thing. Don't fuel yourself on motivation. Fuel yourself on discipline, on real hard work. This is the only way for you to succeed. I decided to purchase my sexy watch. I decided to purchase it in 2019, just a couple of days before 2020. There was a reason for that. I didn't want to leave the decade before buying it, because that was my goal. In 2015, I wrote buy myself a Rolex, and I wanted to leave this decade with this big goal done. I have my car too done in this decade. I'm ready to go ahead and write my new goals for this new decade coming up, because we're not doing this 2020 new year, new me thing. No, we're looking at the whole 10 years. That's the way real gurus, real entrepreneurs, real multi-millionaires and multi-billionaires are doing it. They're looking 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years in. That's the way I'm doing it. In this next 10 years, I have a bunch of goals that I have to set up for myself. Hope that you're doing that as well. It's going to help you get to your goals, and you'll know exactly what to do every single week in order for you to achieve your goals. Keep thinking positive. I hope that you all did well the last decade, and I hope that we're all going to be able to do extremely well this decade. We have the internet. There is no excuse for no one. If you don't know how something works, you can go online and figure it out. No one has any excuses because we have the internet. All right, that's going to save us. That's going to make us a shit ton of money. I hope that you're all doing well. Your families are doing well. I hope that you have health and wealth, and I wish nothing but the best from my heart. I'm telling you, I wish that we can build this big community of people that really want to get to the next level every single day, that we can motivate each other. We don't have to bash each other. We don't have to insult each other behind our keyboards. Instead, let's show love. Let's support each other. Let's just pump each other out. Let's motivate the hell out of each other. Let's help out each other. If you're into this business, this industry, and you have any questions, please send me a DM. I'll answer every single question that you have. If you want to know anything about what I do, marketing wise, whatever, subscribe to the channel. I'll be posting more. This is my resolution this year. I'm going to be posting at least a video every single week. And I'm gonna be posting way more than that, actually, because I'm trying to get myself to post more. I have so much content that I need to edit and send to YouTube as soon as possible. And I hope that I helped at least one person. That's my dream. That's my goal. That's what I want to do. If you want to know what my next 20 years vision is I'll love to be in front of a crowd, giving wisdom to people, helping people in order to get to the next level. The point is, I want to be able to help as many people as possible. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please smash the like button, and I wish you a happy new year, happy new decade.